I'm Rene Ritchie, and these are the new iPhone 11 smart battery cases. Hoorah! The smart battery cases are just so smart. Apple originally introduced them back in the day, and they confused the crap out of customers and reviewers alike. Here was Apple, the company everyone accused of putting form over function so damn always, giving their flagship product a huge old humpity hump. But like with camera bumps, Apple was letting the physics win. See, batteries aren't just thermal insulators, they block radio frequencies as well, and that meant they could waste a lot of the power they were supposed to be providing. Apple, by contrast, kept the battery away from the antennas and then added a passive radio array to preserve as much signal as possible. And because of the tight hardware and software integration, Apple could also keep the iPhone in mobile mode while charging, rather than plugged-in mode, and that meant more power-intensive processes and network activity wouldn't spin up, also draining the battery just as you were trying to fill it back up. Plus, battery level was accessible throughout the operating system, on the lock screen, in the widgets, via Siri. It was an example of a couple things Apple was working towards, showing how battery efficiency was just as, if not more important than battery capacity, and that the iPhone could stay light just until you needed to slap a battery slab onto the back to make it thick. I used it all the time while out gaming and especially while traveling, and I was high-key bummed when Apple didn't follow it up immediately with an iPhone X smart battery case in 2017. Not until the iPhone XS and XR smart battery cases in 2018. Because of their new antenna systems, Apple no longer had to keep the hump so far away from the sides, so they extended it all the way out to the edges. They also got rid of the chin to make gesture navigation easier. Same soft touch silicon on the outside, same microfiber lining and power light on the inside. But the Lightning port had to slide back to share the same vertical space. It also got a pass-through mode, so you could plug in Lightning accessories like headphones and camera kits. And it got a bigger dual-cell battery as well as USB PD or power delivery so it could charge faster. And it got inductive coils so it could charge more conveniently on any Qi-compatible pad. Apple also increased the smarts by giving the case dynamic control over charging. If you're using a MacBook adapter, for example, and you give more power than both need, both will just suck down that power and fast charge at the same time. If you give it power somewhere in the middle, the iPhone will fast charge up to around 50% first, giving the case anything that's left, and then start sharing power evenly with the case until both of them are full. If you're using only a tiny old school iPhone charger, the iPhone will suck up as much as it can, leaving nothing for the case until it's most of the way happy, and only then starting to share. And if the iPhone is already full, or you're charging the case by itself, the case will just fast charge by itself. Okay, what has Apple done with the 2019 smart battery cases for the iPhone 11 then? Well, in addition to keeping them updated year over year, which is something I dearly hope they continue to do well into the future, with all the juice Apple has packed into the iPhone 11 series in general, you may be wondering if you even need a smart battery case for it. Well, you may not. I've gotten 5.5 hours of battery-crushing Pokemon Go constant travel use, and then some out of mine, and easily over a day of light usage, a day and a half on the max. But the smart battery case will add 50% more to those numbers. So, whether you're gaming, camping, conferencing, or doing anything else that involves being away from an outlet for an extended period of time, and you don't want the added weight or inconvenience of a separate battery brick, the smart battery case will be the difference between running out of power or just having to stress as you ride the red zone, and having enough power and panache to spare. As always, it takes a while to really review batteries, so I'll be pounding on these for the next couple of weeks and months, and I'll let you know just exactly how they hold up. Now, back to that camera button. Yeah, a physical hardware camera button. These days, Apple is a camera company as much as they're a phone company, even a computer company. They make some of the very best and certainly the most popular ultra-mobile cameras in the world. They're so much a camera company, the only reason I'm guessing we haven't seen a physical shutter button directly on the device itself is to keep hardware complexity trending towards simplicity. But we've got one on the case now. You press it for a hot second to launch the camera. There's just enough of a delay built in to reduce the chance of accidental presses, but not so much as it feels frustrating or like a chore. Could it trip accidentally if it gets wedged up against something in your pocket or bag? Maybe. It doesn't seem likely, and the iPhone has had a bunch of other buttons on it for years already. Once the camera app launches, you can just click away on the shutter button, quickly, easily, just as much as you want to take as many photos as you want, or hold it down to take quick video. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work like the volume buttons and automatically trip the shutter in third-party camera apps like Halide and Obscura. You can still use the volume buttons for those apps, but for consistency's sake, it'd be nice to just have one shutter button to rule them all. So when it comes to external batteries in general, you can absolutely get more capacity for less money, but you can't get better technology, efficiency, or integration. So if that doesn't matter to you, check out the alternatives. Amazon lists a bunch. But if it does matter to you, the smart battery case for iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, and iPhone 11 Max are available now for $129 US in pink, black, and white. Alas, no product red, at least not yet. But if they get brilliant, maybe they'll realize they just simply have to make it. For example, the Mathematical Fundamentals course. Is it possible to drag the number tile so that every row and column adds up to the target sum beside it? Brilliant elevates you to be your best, most thoughtful self. It's not just a great compliment to watching educational videos. With well-curated sequences of problems that help you master all sorts of technical subjects, it'll help you unravel concepts bit by bit and discover deeper truths in unexpected places. To support Vector and get unlimited access to Brilliant's courses and daily challenges, just head on over to brilliant.org/vector and get 20% off their annual premium subscription. Thanks, Brilliant, and thanks to all of you for supporting the show. Like I said at the beginning, I all caps love the smart battery cases. I know my review unit pink looks all shades of 1970s on my midnight green iPhone Pro, so I'll be picking up a white one expeditiously for myself to add to my travel carry. So hit like if you do, share if you care, subscribe if you haven't already, battery pack that bell gizmo so YouTube will actually tell you about new videos when they go live, and then hit up the comments and let me know. What do you think about the new smartphone battery cases and iPhone 11 battery life in general? Thank you for watching. See you next video.